Hey guys, Pheromone here. You were probably wondering what this monstrosity in my hand is. Well, it is Yu-Gi-Oh's newest character's hair, Playmaker. It's kind of like the Yami Yugi to his little Yugi. I wanted to talk to you guys today about all of the wonderful little costume tips and tricks that I learned in the process of making this costume. That way, even if you're not making your own Playmaker costume, you can learn from the benefits of wig styling and suit design and prop making and stuff like that. I guess first we should start with the wig. I mean, it is in my hands after all. This thing is a monstrosity and a half. That's absolutely correct. And it is very heavy because it's actually double-sided, as you can see. It's hair on hair on hair on hair. And so, you may look at a character like this with these multicolored wig styles and decide or think to yourself, how am I going to actually make this monstrosity? The way this is done is it's not actually a wig. It's a helmet, and I'm going to show you guys, kind of deconstruct it with some of the pictures I took during crafting, and with another wig that I'm working on. This is actually a craft foam helmet. So let me go ahead and grab my craft foam helmet that has a bunch of wig shapes on top of it. So this might be used for another costume in the future, but you see here it kind of is like a craft foam skull, all these different plates matching together. It starts on a real life wig cap, which is what you've got over here in the back. I've shaved a wig, I know, what a waste. But it does give you the structure and integrity of a wig cap while giving sort of this armor protection from the craft foam, and use that craft foam to glue on these different wig shapes. The only part of this wig that's actually a wig in my hand is the orangey red. It's actually from Arta. It's this wonderful pumpkin wig that I picked up from them. Just to get like these sort of Sora shapes in the background to complement the overall style when you're looking at it from head on. But everything else on top of it is craft foam glued on craft foam. And you might think, okay, well, why do we have that craft foam armor plating? Well, it's so that you actually have something to glue your wig on top of. So I'm going to take a piece for my next costume here that doesn't have any wig hair on it yet. And so this, which might look a little familiar for Yu-Gi-Oh! VRAINS fans, is the proto form of that. You basically are going to glue wig hair onto this until it has this nice, thick, sort of hair-like shape. And then once you're done with everything, it'll end up on the front here and be your sort of piece de resistance. The way that you get the actual hair on here is by gluing the hair with a fabric glue. I'm going to go ahead and set Playmaker down real fast just so I can free my hands up. So the way it works is you're going to use fabric glue. It's very, very sticky, so you have to make sure that you have clean hands every time you apply it, or every time you put on another layer, you're going to get hair pulled up on your hands. But once that's down, how do you keep it there? We'll use a lot of hairspray. You might have seen like the 4 million cans of hairspray that I bought on Instagram have got to be glued. That wasn't a joke. All those cans get used piece after piece after piece, and that's just to maintain that hair shape so it becomes this nice hard armor plating on top of it. This is the same thing that I did for Yugi. It's the same thing that I did for Yuya Sakaki from Yu-Gi-Oh! Arc 5, and it's anything that fits in this sort of Yu-Gi-Oh! Wheelhouse, or wig house I should say, is going to be using this sort of technology. I'm going to start with the craft foam, etc. And then once you get all these shapes together, you pull the wig that you're going to style over your craft foam wig head like this, and then you're going to, after styling that wig with various spikes and shapes, that's when you're going to attach everything. It seems really cyclical, but once you get the hang of it, I mean, that's pretty much it. It's just hair glue spray, hair glue spray, hair glue spray, hair glue spray. And while that seems simple, if you have any specific questions for designs you want to do, please send me a message, leave me a comment, and I will break it down for you for your particular outfit or costume. I would honestly do this for even a basic wig. I mean, a lot of people have figured out how to do Sora wigs without having to do this, but if you wanted something that has the shape that's unbelievable, then this is the best way to do it. It's the same way people did beehives in the 50s, and honestly, it's the same way I'm going to continue doing all my wigs for quite some time. Let's take a look at the suit. I wanted to sort of stretch this out so you can see that it's two-way spandex. Some people may think that the designs were photoshopped on there, or that the print was photoshopped on there, but it's actually not. The photoshopping is all done in advance, and what I mean by that is this is actually a suit that was printed directly onto this fabric, onto Lycra fabric. It's a technology you see really commonly lately with Diva suits from Overwatch, and so yeah, this is all form-fitting spandex on Lycra, made specifically in my measurements. I designed something totally new. I had to go off of the 2 screenshots we had of Yu-Gi-Oh! VRAINS before any of the stuff really was in motion yet. I mean, we've only had about, I want to say 2 months since the Playmaker design was unleashed. And so what I ended up doing, let me see if I've got my design here. Okay, yeah, here we are. So what I ended up doing, I think this printout will probably show it, and I'll try to highlight everything on screen, you're probably looking at both a Diva Pattern and a Playmaker suit. And the reason why is because I took a Diva Pattern and actually edited it so I could get that sort of Playmaker suit style feeling. I looked at cosplays in nature, what everyone was working on currently, and thought to myself, what is the closest to Playmaker? Where can I learn from in the community? And I noticed that Diva had all those straps, had all those lights, had all those designs. How were Diva characters approaching their cosplays? And I noticed that some people were making the whole suit, while others, since I was on a time crunch and this was the perfect medium, others were printing it directly on Lycra via websites like Zentai Zone and Super Zentai, etc. And that's actually the approach I took. And so yeah, taking again a look at the suit, it's this nice double form Lycra that people use for things like speed skating, but you could always sew this. I just felt like to get all these lines together, instead of trying to make two different styles of fabric meet one another, I thought that printing it directly on the fabric would work the best. Beyond that, I think the next thing we can take a look at is the Duel Disk. And so yeah, let me bring out the Duel Disk. This is actually just a lot of stuff from my house. I'm gonna go ahead and scrap it on. You can see the bottom of the deck box right there. So yeah, what this is a combination of a bunch of craft foam, but it's also a deck box, just a bunch of Yu-Gi-Oh cards kind of taped in there. You can see the deck box down here if I lift up my arm. And then, actually it's the lid to my ramen that I ordered takeout from the day before I made this costume, and I was just looking for shapes in nature. Honestly though, with the final result, I'm really happy with it. And so with that in mind, while I'm working on my next costume, you guys are more than welcome to leave me any kind of comments, ask me questions, either about the costume that you think I might have skipped, or, you know, about the next costume project that you guys are working on, and I'm happy to help. Till then, guys, I will see you next time into the brains. You guys have a good one.